Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we try to answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today's question was sent in from Tanya from Australia. It's our second question from Australia on the show. Thank you, Tanya. Who asked about what is the best fortified wine to drink after a heavy night of overconsumption. And that's an interesting question. Well, there are a number of fortified wines, but I think the best fortified wine to drink is a nice, tawny port. You get up, you're feeling a little ragged, and you need a little hair of the dog that bit you. So I'm not saying go and have a glass of wine. Now I should explain what fortified wine is. Fortified wine is wine that has had alcohol added to it, and port is an example of that wine. We all know port as this sweet wine. It can be dry. There's a ruby style. There's something called colheita. There's tawny. There's vintage port, and it's from Portugal. You can't find it in other places, and they call it port. But it's, I guess, technically not port. But I think a nice glass of port in the morning with your toast and your coffee is a great way to start the day, especially if you have a little headache. And I should add probably some ideas how to avoid drinking port in the morning to get rid of the headache. Drink in moderation. That's always a good idea. And then some of the old things like never drink on an empty stomach is probably a good idea. I think one of the better ideas is to, for every glass of wine or spirits that you have, try to consume a 8-ounce glass of water. And that will keep you hydrated. And hydration is the big issue with having a headache, is that your blood vessels are pounding and pounding and pounding because they're starved of moisture. And if you're drinking water throughout the night, and a nice glass of water when you go to bed, and maybe keep a glass of water by your bedside, I think you'll do a good job of counteracting even a lot of drinking, which I don't recommend. But keep that in mind. A lot of water to counteract the alcohol. It'll probably slow down your alcohol consumption at the same time because you're just going to feel full. And if necessary in the morning with your 2 Advils, Tylenols, whatever, and a cup of coffee and some nice buttered toast, a nice 3 to 4 ounce glass of port. Great question, Tanya. And keep sending your questions into Tell Me Wine TV.